been a bit. Work has been incredibly annoying, I'll just say that. But, luckily, we weren't at a very high point in the story, we just come down off a high point. So not a bad place to take a little bit of a break. Oh, and I changed back, as you can see. Tried out being a female character for a little bit, but it felt like that was disingenuous, and it felt like I was in this game the whole time with this character, and it felt like I had started a completely new character when I went there to a female character, so this feels better. And what is happening? Okay, some kind of in-game event. Interesting. It undid all of my glamour. I'm okay with it. Because one thing about glamour and like transmog in general is that you don't really see the progression of your character as you get new stuff. It just, you look the same all the time. So yeah, this looks mismatched and silly, but I don't mind it. Needs some love. Definitely didn't need to pop every cooldown there. It's been a while. I want to make sure I remember to do everything. We did face another primal last time. Giant sword man, who I don't believe was in any of the games. I have to keep my bard up. I don't really like Dragoon that much. The playstyles, it's very similar to Warrior, which I'm already playing. So I think I'm gonna stick with Bard after this episode. thing this game could improve on is open world mobs feel like absolutely pointless. You're never scared of them. They're never a hindrance. You never kill them for experience. They're just kind of there. We're playing WoW a little bit. The friends and I are leveling up. Burning Crusade. And there, the mobs are everywhere. We have a medium. Like my latest character, all I'm doing is grinding. That's a great way to make gold. Oh, it's actually a good game to play in conjunction with this. This night does veer to the side of all story, barely any combat. Whereas WoW is no story, but lots of combat. We have to do this quest. Whatever can be taking her so long, Kuruma. Her replacement should have been here already, but I don't see her anywhere. I'm so hungry. No wonder she went home on account of those troublesome Tula-hands flapping about. These like 4 of them. That should secure a safe path. Give my replacement no excuse, please. My stomach begs you. This is why they exist, for a little customers. Never any reason to fight them. Did up their difficulty a little bit, like pre-expansion. I never took damage from positive. But now I am. Improvement, I guess? Job done. They don't hide these, which is nice. Oh, didn't read that. She said something about how she feels safer in the world now that those 4 things were killed. Back to story.
Is that it?
That would be the Airy. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye.
We're confronting Nidhogg.
His caustic hatred gnawing at my soul.
Which might be an issue, because he's very powerful. And
Would
probably
seem the
insane.
death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated.
His new voice actor is much better.
Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. It will be just like the good old days, no?
sufficient power to break through Primal's defenses may conceivably grant us access to the area. And I can offer no better solution. Pray consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well, on the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from the Slayer in our absence. Steal all the glory for myself, you mean, nay. I'm not so selfish as that. Contact me by link pearl when your preparations are complete. We shall set forth for Mishgar together. I suggest we wander back at St. Renan's Forum, Jack. From what I gleaned, if the Holy See's decidedly ambitious airship project, Sid will still be Mishgar. Alright, Sid's gonna fly us up there. Somehow. Level 1 these quests. I'm gonna do a few as Bard then. I'm gonna keep all of our classes separate. What a Bard looks like. Oh, weird. So my other glamour got taken off. When you last saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on an ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could try the airship landing, or mayhap even the Skychill manufacturer. But let us not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find it. The question is who, so Aymeric would seem the obvious choice. There's no guaranteeing we'll be able to grant us an audience in short notice. I have it. Count Milliman's youngest son prides himself on all of the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let's return to the manor and see if Lord Manalay is out. I liked him. He was fun. He calls everyone old boy. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old boy? Will I trust? Well, I trust. In search of Sid Garland, you say? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. Here has been tasked with getting the monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. It would seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come, Jack. We must find Sid and trouble him for his expert opinion. Great. Nope. Happy Monday, Astrid. Finally got time to play. Yeah, I took a new position at work, and they're like, all right, it'll just add to your day a little bit, so it'll be, just add to your shit in the afternoon. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm basically doing nationwide training for a program we're doing. But there's an exam at the end of that program, and people have been failing the first attempt a bunch, and then they have to change times, and a lot of them have been changing it to the morning, which has been really screwing me over, even though they said that wasn't going to be a thing. And then there's supposed to be another person doing my position on the West Coast. I know I'm trauma dumping right now, but they ended up firing that guy and just giving me all his responsibilities and no more pay. So now I have people on the West Coast that obviously have different timetables, and yeah, it's been annoying. But I don't think it's bad to take a break from a story once in a while, because you get to think about it for a minute. It's like why I enjoy week-to-week shows rather than released all at once and splurge it, because then you get to think about it and anticipate it and all that. So it's not a bad thing to get a break in a story. Sid, Alphino, how fare you both? Terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Carlin. I'm sure it will come as a little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. Another wind barrier? You say it was conjured by Nidhogg? The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go. But you're not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. Radians would fly rings around her. And if they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there'd be precious little we can do to avoid them. But there must be something we can do, some matter of weapon we can employ. Estinian stands vigil at the edge of the journeyments. We do not know how much longer. Alright, I didn't say it was impossible. It was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Big Swedge, this time we gave that new of yours a proper field test. It's probably best if I let the lads show you. Come on. Manufacturers not far. And for like 30 minutes here or there that I have time in the evening, I've been playing a little bit of WoW, because we're leveling up for an expansion that doesn't come out till like the winter, so just casually leveling. Because eventually that game turns into a once a week thing. It's not much to do outside of just the raids. So probably Sunday morning we'll be doing raids. That's it. Chris, I am casually leveling. I'm only level 28. This year I already have a 60. Other projects just inside. You're gonna like this one. I do have 300 gold though. Oh, yeah. No, you are just leveling. I mean, if I just quested, I'd probably be level 40-ish.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
A mana cutter.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on her. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism
notice
which
the graphics
converts
overhaul
ether
is like
from its
this.
surroundings
Lighting's
into
good.
elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift.
This is the exact
All in all, a most elegant
science
solution.
in Jim Butcher's steampunk series.
I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
They gather basically ether from the air.
The design does,
sails.
however, come with one small flaw.
They charge the ship that way.
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few
This
places
looks
you
great.
can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
I look great too. Look at me in my overcoat. Representing my grand company, Maelstrom.
Tataru, what's happened?
Tataru's been working at a bar as a waitress.
I've been looking all over
Hearing
for you.
rumors.
There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
Till sea swallows all. That's right.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds.
I don't think I ever got the level 50 Maelstrom gear. I have the original one right now. Probably have to go get that.
You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Rauban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Let's do it. I was gonna say, what does dead man ever die? But that's Game of Thrones. Greyjoys. No one likes the Greyjoys. General Raban says something, and he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Tell Jack pressing, though Ishgard's plight may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten the Manicutters' completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Vanaland. Lend what aid we may. Friends here at the congregation sent a message to us today. Tell them we have identified a solution to our problem. It will take some time to return. As you wish, Master Alphinaud. The Waking Sands, Warrior of Light, this past time Oldal was delivered from his darkness. Before we do that, I'm actually going to see if I can get the next look at this gear. I hope this game keeps doing this, because the problem I think WoW has had is that as soon as you go to the next expansion, the previous zone and everything is just done. Like, you know, it doesn't even exist anymore. Whereas here, it seems like it's going to send us back to old places, and the story is going to continue in the world as it would in reality. Like, Ul'dah doesn't just leave because we went to the next expansion. Yeah, I want that one. That one looks good. Darker red. Okay. This is level 50. That's it. Do I have enough for all of it is the question. The overcoat's the most important. The hat is important. That's a little different. I don't have enough for both. But I can do this. Perfect. I don't think I have to put that in my armory to glamour it. But this system still confuses me. I don't know why they haven't just copied WoW transmog system. Just very tedious. It doesn't have to be a thing. Okay, so now we can. Officer. dark red is nice. Gloves are nice too. I guess there were no breaches because it doesn't matter. So we can just... Sure. Perfect. Looking great. Showing our promotion. Now we got to pray return to the Waking Sands. We still have 70 tickets. They were very generous with them. Yeah, if I'm gonna make a female character, I'm gonna do it from level 1. Changing my character felt weird. Like, I've been on this whole journey with this looking like this, and then changing it took me out of it a little bit. We rescued him previously.
Thank you for coming.
He turned Welsh with the new
No
voice
thanks
actor.
are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much
Sounds
of
like
the
Sean
strength
Bean's
I
neighbor.
lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery.
Pippin's the best character.
There,
want him
I
on my team.
learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
He's apparently Raban's son.
A death-like slumber?
Who
This
Raban messing
cannot be a
around with?
coincidence.
I don't know.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is
Maybe the
likely
Sultan?
somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one
Her voice actor's
most
different, too.
like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Muriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
She's the only dragon lady we've seen as a character.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully.
Very well,
The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they
Coleman.
inform the
Ned
monetists,
Stark?
we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
When is he getting a Jack's arm?
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo and for Ulda!
You shall be the Fellowship of Ulda. Our target is Muriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident, and we quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Muriel is still hiding. Okay. Outside, yeah. It's not outside. What are you doing there? Oil rigs out here? Spotted Meadow. What a name. Do you know anything of returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. Our masters will not be pleased to hear of this. Okay. Kikipu. And what brings you to our lonely little hamlet? I believe the arrival of your entourage just about doubled our population. Looking for Mariel, you say. If you're hoping to lure her back to Ul'dah, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. Okay. Danielle. Mariel. Hi, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though. This one closest at the market entrance. Okay. Closest to the market entrance. Flight path. Considering there's like 3 buildings here. Not that hard to find. Got a lot of splaining to do. Arms crossed, she means business.
You are Mariel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me. General Alden.
This could go poorly.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Ned Stark's getting mean. This motherfucker.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Yes,
Lonorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood
Yeah,
of
this guy
House
isn't
Thorn.
evil when everything is done. He's just an
more
opportunist.
pliable puppet to
He's a
sit the
capitalist.
throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim.
He exploited the situation, but he didn't instigate it.
Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
So we got the outcome we pretty much wanted, but he was a dick about it.
You
Ravan did lose an arm.
conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution.
It's almost like the Crystal Braves were a bad idea.
Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended.
Seems like one of the devil we know situations. But this guy's a douche.
Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General?
He's a douche we know.
Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Which is also true.
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own
She's also
crime in
correct.
executing Teleji Adeleji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find Her Grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
He could have also just exposed Teleji before that. But, technically, yeah. She would be dead if not for his actions. Everybody has a point. Good writing.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Uldar shall once more be united under Nanamo Ulnamo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
But she still wants to turn into a democracy. We'll see what happens. And we're back. Yeah. Choppiness. By the 12, I feared Lord Lolarich's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he, of all people, would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana. Shall we also make our way back to Uldar? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. Take off her hat. Meet the Sultana. Flame General Urban mentioned you might be coming. Please this way if you will. Is Pippin their daughter? I mean, their son? I have to know, because the mechanics of this... She's what, 3 feet tall? Also still weirds me out they look like they're 7. Oh, he was adopted. Okay, I missed that. That makes me feel better.
I was having the longest dream.
Because Pippin's
time
awesome.
to wake
I hope
up,
he
Your
becomes a
Grace.
bigger character.
Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
Sean Bean is so happy.
Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber.
Hurrah.
I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens.
Okay, she's still gonna do it.
Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her.
So the only thing that happened from
We
that
shall
epic
tread
cutscene,
slowly, lest the nation be
But Taleji
unsettled
died.
in our wake.
and Raban lost an arm.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition.
Here's the capitalist putting his 2 cents in.
'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more,
He also
now
makes
would
sense.
hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Yes, it's in its best interest, but also, you don't want to overhaul leadership when you're being
Are
attacked.
you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
Actually, seems like no one else knows that.
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Wait, I have it. The Agrius. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
The second Death
Its
Star.
maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and lady, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Taleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
Way past time.
Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified grand company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to
finally
corruption.
coming to terms with this. Maybe in fighting force beholden to no one is
As
a bad
ever,
idea.
it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand
It's like
firm
when the
in
Pope
the
had a
face of
standing
hardship
army.
and
Not
give
good.
mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more.
Wait, who's missing?
The role
Oh,
of Crystal Brave Commander
the Scions,
suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alfino, proud member of the Scions.
I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil, but The fact remains, there is no man alive in whom I'd rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. I am assured that her grace will make a full recovery. Aye, and Eldatu shall flourish once more. General Raban and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Guri, a question, if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Yes, of course. You would be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilbert's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphino. To me, I see. I'm grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Jack? You were there at the end of you were there at the company's inception. It's only fitting that you will be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support. I mean, we could just fold him into the Immortal Flames or something. For the Maelstrom. Commander, you're alive? Jock too, I knew you'd scrape through. My splendid Crystal Braves, I have wronged you, all of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you not blood and betrayal. Well, you not hear us complaining. 'Twas a slight messier than expected, aye, but we was still fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Yeah. You humble me. I'm truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must... That's enough of that, Commander. We know what you're mind to say, and we ain't had nothing of it. We talked it over, see, and we all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. But the Crystal Braves... The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other, and you. Commander, Alphino. My minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Minfilia and the others. My friends, after all that has happened, I know not what to say. Excuse me. I got my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one can measure a man by the constancy of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I am not worthy of their loyalty, Jack. But as Thaliak is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. I must speak of future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm, specifically Urian J in the Waking Sands and Tatru in Ishgard. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I... Where's this for? America's mark from either metal and imagination. Canon's ballistas we develop and manufacture range weapons designed for slaying dragon invaders. We're also accepting students. Okay, this is to be a machinist. Not right now. Jack, tell the 7 hells, dude. Just about to send for you. But this moment completed the Manicutter's first successful test. Even minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. Now, see to the finishing touches. You might want to pay a visit to Fort Manor. A dragoon by the name of Estinian. Okay. So we didn't randomly decide to fight by himself. That is good. Alright, we can put our stuff back on. Last vigil. House Forton. So, buddy, you have fulfilled your obligations to the Yildans, then? Mistress Tattoo has been keeping me apprised of the situation. Once I learned these Manicutters of Master Garland were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. At present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the area, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Emmerich? I think we have kept him in the dark long enough. Emerich's great. We haven't seen him in a while. See, I almost thought about being a cat guy, but their posture is just terrible. I couldn't deal with this hunchback position the whole time. It's also why I like Minfilia over Stola. Stola looks like she's on her phone 24/7. Lord Commander.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the Manicutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point.
Gonna fight Nidhogg?
Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus, you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
Damn right.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Go team.
Lord Commander, no.
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
Man's got a point.
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm,
Probably should have been a
surely
dragoon
we
for
too.
this. Probably get more dialogue. Are you wrapping up Dark Knight quests? I started leveling Dark Knight, but then I thought, I already have a tank as a warrior. I don't want to juggle like 4 or 5 classes. Oh, I am too low level on my bard. So I need to do... I'll do that later. Frick Master Alphino's pride, I fear. If I had been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us in the area. You don't think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphino will make a fine field commander. One does not practice on an adversary, such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. We have tarried long enough. Let us call upon Master Garland to take possession of the man quarters. I don't think I'm doing any of the relics. It seems like a lot of work. That seems like a very later thing to do. Very much later. I might have gear I haven't put in my armory just. This tank. This tank. Wow, I'm looking great. Jack, old friend, the cutters are ready when you are. Minor adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we'll get there in the end. Which means you can get where you need to go. I tell you, these little beauties will tear through the wind barrier like a cermet drill from cottage cheese. And that, my friends, is a Garland Ironworks guarantee. We have our thanks. Come, warrior of light, the dread worm awaits. Game audio is drowning out the voice. Okay. I'll lower that a bit when I can. Let's do that in OBS. Hopefully that's better. Ooh. Alright, we want to look cool in the cool cutscene. It's going to be after this. So we're going to look like the Azor Dragoon. We'll go this full blue. And it is over here. Did find it kind of silly how when we changed to a female character, all of a sudden our Dragoon armor didn't cover like all of our vitals. It was like an open target right here. It's not died in here. I'm confused. Okay, there it's died. Do you want to go blue? No, let's do this. I like the green. All right. Now we do it. I think this is the first instance inside of the town. Minutes. Well, that's what we get for wanting to do it on a DBS. What can we do in the meantime? Let's start night. Can't change my job, unfortunately, while I'm in the queue. Do some leaves, I guess? Not leaves, but, fates. I mean, it would just do this on a tank, but I want to see if the Dragoon gets us any additional dialogue. For Mr. Nidhogg. Oh, I have enough. I can fly. Sweet. lot of damage. I don't think I can do this. Okay. Let's go. Well, can't do that. Level 51, that should be better. While we're waiting for a 14-minute queue. That's a model. Look at him. Sweet. Is this a boss fight or a whole dungeon? I barely fit in this thing. This is an issue. He sounds mad. Oh, so this is probably the instance part where I have to fight to get to where Justinian already is. And we're off. Faster than me. That's ridiculous. So slow. You have more sprints than me. Whoops. What up, Mavericks? Seems bad. I conquered it by doing nothing. Something. No idea what. Base rolling worked. Cool. It's a hatchery? Terrible dragon appears. Having my damage buff tied to a single target is a little annoying. You have all these mobs sitting in front of you, and you're like, alright, do my single target rotation to get my buff up, and then I can play the game. Alright, that's bad. why I like Bard more than Dragoon. I think we want to get out of the gas. Because Dragoon is very, very predictable. Predictable in its rotation, you just hit the same buttons over and over. Whereas Bard relies a lot more on procs, you have to be a little more engaged. Easy. Ooh. Cool zone. This is in disrepair. Safe to say. That was a terrible dragon dive. I didn't think he was gonna move. Wave-based mechanics. Okay. Easy enough. Hey, dog. Oh, we're 5 minute 5 man. Interesting. Thought it was going to be a bigger thing. Huge damage. Now that I'm melee, I can have a crank and single target. It does the most damage. Oh, I'm gonna save my dragon bird after this. It's getting mad. Rage will consume you. Ow. Treacherous walls. Oh, you are very intimidating. Stack, stack, stack. Paint that as well. Some piggy skin. Done. Show up when he dies. I see how it is. Alright, what happens? I'm angry. Thou wouldst use thine own eye against me. Time hath done not to dilute thy kind's depravity. I have not forgotten thee, Dragoon. Mine essence claimed thee once, and shall do so again.
No worm! This ends here! Now the Red Ranger. You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Midgard Summer, Heidlin? Which one? Oh yeah, Final Fantasy game cannot exist without crystals. The elf people always look villainous.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
So this previously happened?
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him.
Does he turn into a dragon?
Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world.
Are we going super anime?
But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain.
3 of them.
We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hreysvelgr is the only great worm left in Zavala,
Hreysvelgr, that's how you
and he
say that.
dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
This the priest dude?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
That seems unnecessary.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory, only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldreth and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
We four, then.
Forton, Heilenart, Durander, and Zemail. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more. We must assume the role of stewards.
So is this why the priest dude is running things?
We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded?
Nah, I'm good. It's easy.
You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Hey, matches my armor.
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried. Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light.
Damn right.
Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
We saved Ishgard. Though Nidhogg has fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and the stain of corruption pleases me not. When all has been put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew. Don't know what that's for. Nidhogg fallen, none save his Volgir. Remain to answer our questions. Let us trouble the worm again. And if Iceheart yet lingers at Zenith, all the better. But ever hear the truth of the Dragon's Maul. There. Now I have to get ready for war. Got some stuff done today, though, finally. It's been a while. This work schedule has been not cooperating with streaming schedule. Okay, and where is... I had problems finding the inn here last time. It's here-ish? In here, hopefully? Yes. Thank you. It's not as good as the inn in Limsa, but, you know, we're here. And plop. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow morning. Hopefully we're back in the swing of things now. Now that I've figured out things at work. Anyway, have a good day.